I am ready, but I just wanted to say I'm not ready.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Wattpad Book Club. I'm your host, Phoenix, and today I'm with my wife that is ready for this recording.
Yes, I'm very ready.
She is so fucking ready.
I'm so ready. I've never been more ready for anything in my life.
We got all of our ranting out before this, so everything in this recording...
Did we?
No, not really. We're gonna go right back to beating that fucking horse when we get done with this.
Love it.
Yeah. Is there a fucking ice cream truck outside? I heard music.
Dude, you better sprint.
Yeah, abandon the recording to get one of those, like, oh fuck, what are they called? It's those little ice cream pops that had a, like, strawberry...
The strawberry shortcake ones?
Yes, I fucking love those!
Dude, you're so real.
You're
saying, dude, they're so good.
They're the best ones, hands down.
Truly.
Yeah. Nothing else can compare. I mean, except Dippin' Dots. I mean, Dippin' Dots are fucking awesome.
Yeah, Dippin' Dots are banging.
Yeah. I wish I could just have them in my house.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, but they have to be, like, way colder than, like, normal freezers, or else they're gonna...
No, they don't.
Isn't that not the lore of Dippin' Dots? I thought that's why they're not sold in... I'm not gonna look.
We talked about this. They are sold, and they sell them at grocery stores.
Can you buy Dippin' Dots in bulk?
I'm sure you can. Somehow.
I apparently can. Consumers for home delivery and events. But what if I just want it for myself?
Okay, you say the event is your life.
Store. Yeah, the event is me living, and I want Dippin' Dots.
Exactly.
Oh my god, they do have them at Walmart. Why did
I told you?
I'm sorry. Now, all right, we gotta go to Walmart.
Yeah, we gotta lock in.
Fuck it. Tomorrow, I'm getting Dippin' Dots. I'm going to Walmart. I'm getting Dippin' Dots. You know what? I guess speaking of Dipping Dots, we're reading more of the Arcane Jinx x Ekko fan fiction once again. I totally didn't sound disappointed the last time when the wheel spun and it landed on this. I totally didn't. There's no record of me doing that, by the way.
No, not at all, Pookie. Yeah, you would never be disappointed by this.
I would never. I wasn't secretly hoping that it was Teru at all. Like I wouldn't do that. That's what bad people do.
I'd be down for a mix-up.
Yeah.
Does that make me a bad person?
No. I actually have a fantastic story to send you. It's official. It's an official Teru story.
What do you mean official Teru?
Okay, there's like manga that is made of mainly the first cast and the second cast. There's not really of any V3 or like Ultra Despair Girls, but this one
I know though.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But the one that I found for DR2, unfortunately, 3 out of the 6 chapters were unavailable because they were on different sites and I didn't want to go fucking searching. But the ones that were available was like the prologue, a Mikon one, and then one of Teru. And it was so good. It had me like I was about to rip my shirt open like a fucking werewolf, Joline. That's like how good it was to me. Like it was so good. I will send it to you after this recording. Oh, so fucking awesome. Anyway, yeah, we're reading fanfiction.
We're half an hour late.
We're having a moment. Okay, so they're in another timeline. Basically, I think they just took over the bodies of the people that, like, their counterparts. I think that's what the lore is of how they do that. I didn't watch Arcane Season 2. So they're there. They had to rebuild a machine that Ekko thought he already built in this timeline, but they jump back a little further, backwards. Mm-hmm. So now they have to redo that again. And in the meantime, Jinx is having a lot of thoughts about, like, Ekko and how he doesn't really see her as Jinx and more like Powder, and she's conflicted and shit. Pissing me off is what she's doing. She's pissing me off. But yeah, they're building shit. That's the last thing I remember. They also found like this big machine in the last one. I don't know if that was like important, but they found a big machine.
Yes, big machine.
Yes. Heads or tails to go first?
Tails.
It's heads. Alright. Let me take a big sip. Cause I know I'm gonna get cotton mouth. I almost choked. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright, Jinx. Ekko sat with me for a while. It calmed me down. When the intense emotions finally left, an unfamiliar lightness replaced them. Oh yeah, she was talking about her dead friend. That's right.
Oh yeah, her dead friend. She was explaining her lore on why she came back.
Yes. Sorry, I said dead friend, and unfortunately the first thing I thought of was Heather's, of how, like, I love my dead gay son. I'm sorry. Only I would fucking go that far. Think of that, but... I blinked a couple times, as if trying to get a clearer sight of my reality. I realized I've gate-kept these feelings for too long, secure them with endless layers of denial, stitching them so tightly that even I couldn't break them apart. Somehow, Ekko ripped through each and every layer, reaching inside and taking out all the soot. I couldn't decide if it was bad because I was weak or good because a boulder dropped from my shoulders. Getting up, I wiped my hands over my clothes to get rid of the wrinkles. I felt Ekko stare. It seemed like he was trying to read me, if I was okay, but it only made me feel exposed, as if I was standing naked in front of him. Sorry, I said, feeling grim from the pitiless breakdown I just had. The sudden desire to erase the past hour of his memory was extremely strong and uninviting. I hated everything about this moment. Surprisingly, Ekko didn't react to my apology. Unexpected gratitude rushed through me. He also stood up, leveling his eyes with mine. When everyone was gone, and you were with Silco, he started, I was left alone. I didn't know what to do. His words triggered my eyebrows to curl up in sorrow. But I picked myself up, and things started to get better. Same will be for you if you listen to your feelings instead of shutting them away. All it takes is for you to trust yourself. Not expecting a reply, he started tidying our workstation. I stood still, processing what he just said. Maybe he was right. Maybe I deserved to my own trust. I was very glad that he had switched the topic of conversation from my story to his. I wonder if he did that on purpose for the benefit of my comfort. A quick shiver glided over my skin from recognizing his support and patience. It all happened very quickly. My body seemed to act on its own, disconnected from my mind, but I jumped towards him, embracing him. Thank you, I whispered, feeling him accept my embrace. I embraced by fitting his face around my neck. Okay. I'm done being a softie, I said, desperately wanting to get back to the part of me that I was used to. Let's get something to eat. My stomach's thinking I've abandoned it. Ekko laughed as we headed out. We went to Vander's, of course, but I wanted to wash my face before seeing everyone. I told Ekko I'd join him in a few minutes. I smudged the eyeliner streaks from under my eyes, washed my hands, and brushed my bags out a bit. I had to get rid of the fizz in my crying meltdown hair. I left the washroom and headed towards the bar. It was evening time, so I wasn't surprised when I walked into a full bar, but one customer in particular caught my eye. I examined his profile. He had a sharp, long nose with a nasal hump high up his nose bridge. Hair was sleek, pulled back from the streaks of gray in them, but the most indistinguishable of his characteristics was the scar side of his face. I could only breathe through the top of my lungs, unable to get deeper breaths. My lips parted, suppressing a gaw. My eyes had gone dry and glossy, unsecurely, and the strong beating of my heart was trying to cause me physical pain. He noticed me, faced in my direction, and gave me a subtle, elegant wave. I froze my feet to transport me closer to him. He greeted me with a nod. Powder? His voice, a bass between a hum and a whisper, the sound equivalently to a lullaby. My perfect wildflower. The only part that troubled me was Powder. It was Jinx. It was Jinx that was perfect. You need to let Powder die. so the fear of pain can no longer control you. His words replayed in my head. I was starting to feel dizzy from the confusion. Wait a minute, is this Silco? Am I crazy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Silco.
Oh my god! He stretched his arm, inviting me for a side hug, which I accepted, greeting him with a mumble. I held on to him much longer than adequately required, unable to let go. Ah, child, you miss me, I see. I nodded as my face rubbed against his coat. I gripped onto him even tighter. I didn't know my 3-day absence would inspire such fondness. Well, you thought wrong, I managed to say, finally letting go of him and claiming the empty bar stool beside his. So, how was it? I asked, not knowing the reason for his leave and hoping he'd interrupt my question for something as somewhat relevant. Productive, he said with his glass of scotch. Same tedious meetings as usual. I wouldn't want to burden you with the details, dear. As if on cue, Vander joined us behind the bar. Hey, Silco, he said kindly. How have you been? Doing well? Alright, my brother. You see, just fine, you. I struggled to distinguish words from their voices. All I heard were sounds of childhood, both clashing into one another, blending memories of Powder and Jinx. Watching them together as they exchanged laughs was an offbeat sight. I wonder how Vander felt, seeing Silco's orange pupil every day. Did he hate himself for it? Did he feel guilt? What happened to this universe for them to act so warmly towards one another? Maybe Silco found Vander's letter in their old hideout after all. They talked as I dozed off, resting my head on my wrist. I grown quite tired feeling all these overwhelming feelings. Too many thoughts of Powder jumbled in my head. I've been thinking a lot about her recently. Kind of inevitable when that's all that Ekko talks about. But now, with Silco calling me Powder, having no knowledge of Jinx, I found myself accepting thoughts of her rather than pushing them away. I didn't resent her as deeply as I thought before. A strange feeling. I noticed Ekko watched me in the background with a drink in his hand. I raised my head to give him a smile, acknowledging him. To my dismay, he held on to a blank stare. His eyes wandered to Silco, and then back to me. Was Silco bothering him? In an attempt to signal that everything was okay, I formed bunny ears with my nublets and laid them against my forehead, wiggling them. Something my mother used to do. As I watched him turn his head to his companions, he laughed as they socialized, clinging their glasses together. His mouth formed cheers. My head plummeted to my wrist again in disappointment. I huffed quietly to myself. What did you say, Powder? Vander's voice woke me up. Yeah? I responded to the call. You must have missed Vander's proposition, Silco said, taking a sip of his glass. Realizing that Vander wasn't speaking, he nudged him. Go on. Vander took a deep breath. She's gonna hate me for this one, he said to Silco before turning to me. I think you should go with Silco. What? To where? There's another partnership I need to sort out down south, Silco started. I think you should be part of it. I wasn't mad, wasn't upset, just shocked and confused. I looked at Vander, waiting for him to speak. Please, take the time to think about this. Don't turn it down right away. I want you to know. I want you to try things out. See the life outside this bar. Whatever he was railing about flew right through me. Maybe the Powder from this universe would have had an issue with this, but I didn't. I miss Silco too much to turn away such an opportunity. Relax, Vander. I want to go, I said immediately. Vander's eyes widened in surprise as he stared at Silco. Who'd have to love a good old field trip with this guy, I added, grabbing onto Silco's far shoulder. It seemed to calm Vander down. I was glad. A sharp cling reached my ears as Silco placed his empty glass on the counter. It's a deal then. I'll pick you up tomorrow morning, he said, standing up. I'll leave you the rest of the day to prepare. Will this evening suffice? I'll make do. Good night, dear. He left a kiss on the corner of my forehead before leaving, a gesture he used to do rarely, when I was sick, hurt, or when his plans didn't go well, and needed to remind himself of his purpose. Perhaps this sort of affection was normal in this world. When I told Ekko I was leaving in a few days, he didn't take it well. I figured it had to do with Silco. If there was anyone else, he'd let it be. You're forgetting why we're here, he said to me with a stern tone. I just want to enjoy my time while we're here. That'll all be gone when we leave. What do we have to rush? Unlike you, I have responsibilities back home. Mika to take care of. The sanctuary. Mika's a father, and your holy tree will be fine without you for a few weeks. Why are you so stuck up about? I said, knowing why I wanted him to admit it. Nothing, he said, turning away from me. I suddenly felt responsible for his low mood. Just go. It's fine. Fuck! I was doing so well! Fuck!
You got it!
Serenity?
Mm-hmm.
Radiated from him. I was starting to think maybe it wasn't just Silka that bothered him. Feeling the need to approach him gently, I came closer, turning to stand right in front of him. My hand reached to cup his cheek. He leaned into it. My cold hand warmed from his firm touch. Hey, I said, trying to look into his eyes just as he closed them. What's wrong? He raised his eyebrow, lifting his eyelids in minimal effort, looking at me. I want him to remind you. He started, unable to form his words. He's not your father, Jinx. A father doesn't raise his daughter like this. His words hurt me, but I kept calm. Like what? A father doesn't tell his kids to change themselves and forget their past. He helps heal them. I wasn't exactly getting what he was trying to say, so I made a mental note to discuss for later. There was only one thing I could say that would relieve his worry, and even though I didn't quite yet believe it myself, I said it anyway. He won't kill the powder in me, Ekko. I won't let him, okay? Okay. Gonna reveal some things about myself. Victor's my favorite character, with Silco coming in close second, so it made me really happy to write about them. But I already read way too many fanfictions about those two, and my ideas are probably gonna be skewed / influenced by those about those in Love Me Lovebirds. Where in the one, wow, my favorite character. Tell me, okay, got it.
Alrighty.
Did you just send me a message on Tumblr?
No, don't look at this.
Oh my god! Thank you.
It's been weird without Jinx. I've gotten used to seeing her every day, and if she disappeared just as quickly as it was as if she disappeared just as quickly as she appeared. These days, when I'm about to fall asleep and my mind is somewhere in between the realm of consciousness and euphoria, I entertain the thought of her being a dream. Perhaps she was just a dream and I've yet to realize it. I just finished assembling the second engine. I sighed, realizing there was still 6 to go. My back ached from crouching, and I arched it to stretch out the sore spine. I've been working for days, nonstop, only leaving when in need of nourishment. Jinx was supposed to come back this evening, so hopefully the work would get less dreadful once we got to work together again. I didn't feel like working anymore. I was tired, deprived of vitamin D from the lack of windows and sun in this mine shaft. A terrible hunger which was pinching the walls of my stomach, but the thought of leaving this quiet shaft was more unpleasant than the feeling of discomfort in my gut. I had to see Clagger later today anyway. He asked for help with the air purifier he was working on for the Innovators competition. With my hands unoccupied, my mind started running miles. Thoughts of Jinx were taking over me. It was probably why I've been working so hard. It was a great distraction. I felt like I'd failed, even though it wasn't my fault, nor my responsibility to make her see her real self. She'll stay Jinx forever. Powder was long gone now. I was foolish for even trying, for hoping that she would change, that she would heal. She was with Silco now. She chose to be with him. The man who basically banished Powder to raise the Jinx he loved so dearly. I suddenly felt afraid of meeting her today. What if she'd come back, all jinxed up, with pink eyes and long braids? Oh, how badly I wished for her to realize who she is deep down. My chest throbbed from the desperate desire. Jinx or Powder, I wanted to see her. I missed her awfully, however she may be or act. I hope to never be parted from her like this again. It was absolute torture. Okay, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. To never be parted again. I put an end to my misery by checking the clock. I packed some tools and headed for Clagger's. To shut up the voice in my head, I counted the steps it took to reach his place. I stopped at about 3,000. Hey, little man, good to see you. Same here, I said, keeping it short. Didn't feel like talking. You don't look so well. Need anything? I have some sandwiches left from lunch, he said, and as he went to the kitchen, I followed. That sounds appetizing. Sure thing, help yourself. I ate in silence, and Clagger watched me, thinking of something to say. You've been really quiet these days, he started, sipping on a hot beverage. Is it because of her? Well, he knew, but there's no reason for me to answer, was there? Listen, I know you've never liked Silco, but he's changed. You can't just hate him forever, Clagger continued. The funny thing about temporarily living in a foreign body was that there was no way of knowing their history without seeming crazy. Again, I remained quiet. He's done with his shimmer shit. His views are changed. And he works with Vander. It's all fine. Good, even. I don't care about Silco. It's just Powder I'm worried about, I finally said. He looked at me sideways. You guys fighting again? What's going on, man? You've been so isolated this week. I don't understand it. Don't try to understand it. I'm just going through a hump. Things will be back to normal soon, I promise, I said, referring to my departure. But of course, Clagger didn't know anything about that. He sighed, hesitantly accepting my promise. Well, at least tell me what you're worried about, he pled. I couldn't do that, so I thought of a way to dodge the question. We found something the other day. Had a disagreement on who was responsible for creating it. The line formed on its own. What'd you find? A collider. He furrowed his eyebrows. I wonder why. That thing you and that Yordle made? What do you mean, who was responsible? I felt my neck tense. Yordle? Yeah, I forgot his name. Heimerdinger? Heimerdinger, I thought, not comprehending how that was possible. What? Where is he? I don't know. He left mysteriously about a year ago. You told me this yourself. Did you forget? No, I just needed a refresher. The guilt of being untruthful shocked swarmed inside me. So, what was his goal with the collider? Why did he leave? I don't know, Ekko. You're the one who worked with him, not me. I looked away, staring at the ground, nodding to myself. Right. You sure you okay? He placed a hand on my shoulder. Are you sick? Fever? No, I'm fine, I said, trying to form the kindest smile I could to reassure him. Come on, let's fix your purifier. It was easy work, and we finished in a few hours. In the moments where there was nothing to discuss, I thought of Heimerdinger. When Jinx and I came here, I didn't expect to see him amongst us, knowing that he has vanished. I'd never seen him in Zaun or in Piltover since. Assuming he passed, he'd never mentioned working on some sort of project when the Hex Corps sent us here. Could that mean he's actually alive? But where was he now? What was the collider for? And why was Ekko from this universe working with him? Too many questions, uncertainties, and misunderstandings. I couldn't formulate any conclusion out of my own discussions. I let it be, deciding to ignore the whole thing. It'd be better to pretend that we never found the collider and never talked about it with Clagger. I told Clagger that there were some things I had to do, that I would meet him around in half an hour at Vander's. I just wanted to be alone, putting on an everything is okay face, and took too much effort out of me. By the time I go, Jinx should return anyway. It was much easier to talk to her than anyone else. When I arrived at the bar, I found Jinx talking to Clagger. I looked around, searching for Silco, but he was either absent or out of sight. I noticed Clagger pointing my direction, which Jinx turned towards me in a big smile and watched her wait at me. I was relieved from the sight of her blue eyes. Hey there, Grumpy, she said, squeezing my shoulder. Her touch lingered in my deltoid. Clagger was watching us, concerned. I didn't like that. Hi, I greeted her back. Oh, come on, tough face. I'm here, Silco's gone. Shake out your nerves for once. Jinx, I don't want to talk about this again. I pulled her gently towards me as we walked over to sit at the free table. Tell me about your trip instead. Nothing to tell, really. She started fidgeting with one of her bracelets. Did some work for Silco. We walked around the city on some nights. She stopped the fidgeting and stared at the table. He's different, you know? He's all cheery and easygoing. All the betrayal talks he's given me flew out of his memory. I don't get him. Not like this. I stayed silent, listening. I was relieved that she didn't feel closeness towards him. I got you something, though, she said, pulling out a small black mesh bag. Open it. Fuck.
My bad.
No, don't say that. I'm trying to look at the message, but I'm trying to keep reading. A small wave of excitement seeped through my low mood. I untied the bow and stretched the bag's opening.
Did you read it?
Yes.
God.
I wrote a tiny jewelry piece in the shape of a silver hourglass with semi-transparent stones positioned in the two empty spaces of the figure eight. It's a charm for your dreads. I figured you could use some styling ideas, she smirked, which formed a grin on my face too. I couldn't take my eyes off the blue tinted stones. These gems are beautiful, I managed to say. Those are moonstones. I thought she said they were blue.
They're blue.
Okay, semi-transparent. They're not blue. They're semi-transparent. I'm fucking stupid. Those are moonstones. The lady I got them from was some kind of fortune teller and kept annoying me, trying her best to sell. She giggled at the memory. She wouldn't leave me alone, so I gave in. She said they represented new beginnings. Jinx put up jazz hands to enhance her storytelling before continuing. How true the whole thing is, you can judge. That stuff doesn't last in a second in my crazy brain, but anyhow, the gems are still pretty. Thank you, Jinx. This looks awesome. I appreciated the charm one more time before pulling one of my dreads and clipping it on. Turning to her, I asked, how do I look? Like the coolest time expert mad scientist guy. I laughed. That's little words. Well, you know me, she added, before placing her hand on my shoulder. She pulled me to face her before quickly pressing her lips to my cheek. The sudden motion startled me. Clag is watching. He thinks we're fighting, so... She paused, searching for the right words. Gotta make him think we're fine. Ah, right. I said, secretly hoping that her kiss was more than just that. Because, to me, it sure felt like it. Author's note. Okay, so I did more research about the collider stuff. Turns out it doesn't make new atoms. Law just smashes particles together to release ample amounts of energy. I hope this is the last time I talk about this, so... Dear collider science, adios. I know it seems like Ekko won't think about the collider again, but just wait. Hee hee hee. Alright, blessing your souls. I'll see you later. By later, I mean in one chapter.
Yay!
Yippee!
I love reading! I suck at reading.
You got it, you're good, baby girl.
There's a fucking flood warning? Hold on.
Oh yeah, you should have seen like the river on my way to work, because it was, or my way home from work, it was crazy.
Yo, it's
Like literally,
outside.
it looked so dry, and then it was, you know,
Yeah. Dude, it's
flooded.
been dry for like so many weeks now, and all of a sudden it's
It's
just
too
pissing.
long.
Now we're having flooding.
Dude, the ground can't take it.
Yeah. The end is near. They all thought the world's gonna end in 2000 because of the fucking computers and shit. Nah, 2026, baby. They were 26 years too late. No, too early.
God damn it, I didn't even get to use my 401k.
Well, time to take it out. Blow it on the casino.
You're so right. I gotta blow it on the convention.
Yeah, yes! When we go to fucking Animazement next year, you can blow all your... That's if there is an Animazement next year.
That's true, that's true. Wait. Which one's closer? It's that Big Charlotte. Big Charlotte.
Oh yeah, that one's the next... Yeah, because that's in January. I guess you're blowing your money there.
Hopefully it's cooler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be winter, so we're gonna freeze our tits off instead of being hot as shit.
That's true. That's true.
Alright.
And then we can end the day with some nice kava.
Yes.
I have not stopped thinking about kava, but anyways, continue reading.
23, Jinx. That's how old I am.
It's crazy.
Yay! I put my tools down to lean back in my hands. It was still early in the day, but I was already tired. I probably felt the fatigue from the night before, and the week before that, and the week before that. Today we started working on the last engine, the most tedious one, if you ask me. It had a couple of variables and details that had been precisely set, a couple of degrees off, and the whole system fumbles. I watched Ekko redo his calculations for the third time. How much longer are you gonna milk those equations? I need to get these
Milking?
right. Milk!
Dude, that's crazy.
Don't rush me, he huffed, his nose shoved in his papers. Ugh, I moved my hands away in order to lay down on my back. We lucked out with the party tonight that everyone's been talking about. At least we'll get a break. Ekko mumbled, obviously not listening to me. Worked all morning and most of the afternoon. Ekko didn't realize we skipped lunch, so I went over to Vander's to grab some food. He seemed more involved in the work than usual. Maybe he wanted to be productive before the party as to not lose time. I understand him. I mean, he expected the multiverse machine to already be here, ready for us to use. The plan was to come here, hide the gemstones, and go back, but these circumstances took us 100 steps back. I figured he wanted to go back as soon as possible and do his job, the one he's supposed to do. That being said, we still haven't figured out what to do with the stones. I suggested we bury them, but Ekko said it reacts to the soil and that people will find out. Throw in the waters? No, fishermen can find them. Leave them in the apartment we found the first crystals in? That was just stupid. Hey, Vander. I walked up to the bar. Hi, Powder. Where's the little man at? He's working. Listen, can I get those sandwiches you got for us the other day again? Of course, love. I'll let the kitchen know. Vander left briefly as I sat down. I brushed my nublets through my bangs while waiting.
I've started saying nublets in my regular vocabulary.
Yeah, nublets are so fun to say. They're just little nubs.
Terrible.
Sorry. What's up with Ekko? He asked as he walked back. Oh, he's been a bit tense today. Not sure why, I said truthfully. He's nervous, I bet. Nervous? For what? You know what for. Vander started, but continued after I looked at him dumbfoundedly. The party! All of his competitors are going to be there. It's a stressful event for the boy. Yeah, you're probably right. He was probably wrong. Most likely wrong. My Ekko didn't give two fucks about the... Sorry, the thunder scared me. Innovactors competition?
Innovators?
Innovators, God. Something else is bothering him.
Inventors? Fuck. Yeah, and it's innovators. I'm fucking stupid.
Yay! No, not yay. Our chef came out from behind with a paper bag. Vander thanked the man and handed the bag to me. Thanks, Vander. Love you, I said, rushing out the door. I was staring at Powder's closet, trying to pick something to wear for this party. She had quite the selection. 2 dresses. Blue and white. Great. I rolled my eyes in the air. I went with the white. It had pink accents, which appealed to me. When I stood in front of the mirror, I wondered why I hadn't put down the space buds earlier. I took out the pins, let my hair down, and brushed it out. It was short, too short to braid or tie it, so I left it down. Wait, I guess that's right. Okay, I was like, how is it too small to braid or like put up, but like you put it in space buns? But I'm realizing, yeah, never mind.
What do you mean?
I guess with the way my hair is, I guess you can put it in space buns, but it'd be hard to like tie it or braid it because it's still too short. I don't know if that makes sense.
Get.
Yeah, because with space buns, you split it down the middle, and then you just take the hair and then make it like into like the space buns. Well,
yeah.
How the fuck do you make space buns again?
I'll show you one of these days.
Okay. I opened a drawer and found some colorful shadow palettes. smudged my old eyeliner off. I brushed some blue and pink shadows around my eyes before calling the look finished. I grabbed a cropped jacket I had already picked out and left. Once I arrived late, I had picked up my pace. When I pushed the doors open to the last drop, I greeted everyone who I could recognize. Milo, Clagger, Silco, and a few folks I met in the last few weeks. "You look like the goddess tonight," I heard a voice behind me say. It was Milo, handing me a drink in the fancy cocktail glass. I took it. "Oh, stop it," I smiled at the compliment. "You're too modest, miss," he added, bowing dramatically. I giggled. "Ignore him," Clagger showed up. He had too many drinks already. As if I couldn't have guessed, I watched Clagger pull Milo up from his low bow, suddenly realizing who was missing from this silly conversation. "Have you guys seen Ekko?" "Yeah, he's around here somewhere. We saw him earlier." You are a great help. "Thanks," I said, pushing through people and searching for Ekko. I found him leaning against the wall with a full drink in his hands, plainly staring at the ground. My heart ached at the sight. I wish I could get into his head, detangle his neurons and stop him from thinking this hard. What was up with him today? Walking towards him, I stopped a few feet before him. He didn't take notice. I tried waving my hand in front of his face. He finally looked up. I smiled, happy to take him out of his gloom stain. His eyes widened as he checked me out, looking down and up at my face again. There was a sparkle in his eyes that I haven't seen before. I was waiting for him to say something, anything, but he was mute. "You've been wearing that frown all day. Loosen up, Ranger. Seriously, we're at a party." "I know," he finally said, which wasn't enough for me to stop worrying. My eyes shifted to his neck. The collar of his green suit didn't fit right on him. An attempt to shift it into position, and my hand reached for him, but stopped when he flinched at my touch. I frowned my eyebrows. The pointless distance he was creating between us was starting to irritate me. I moved away from him and leaned against the wall, just like he did, going to give him the same cold treatment. "Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just don't want to be here." "So you resent me for telling you to come here?" I spat, still annoyed. He sighed, closing his eyes. "No, I don't." The firmness of his answer told me he didn't want problems, so I did my part by cooling off. "Okay," I said, nudging him to continue. "Why don't you want to be here?" He planted his glass to his lips and chugged the rest its entirety in greedy gulps. "I lived through this party already, remember?" "Yeah, so?" "You showed up looking like this." I couldn't help feeling slightly offended. "What's wrong with this?" "You look exactly like her." The dots in my head connected on their own. I reminded him of the powder he fell in love with. Your dress, your hair, everything. It's like your mind works the same. Like she's you, but... "Okay, enough about her," I interrupted him. I found myself hating how he talked about her. How he related us like we were the same person. That doesn't explain why you've been so moody all day and why you won't want to be here. He nodded, agreeing with me. Then he paused, thinking. More like making me wait for an exclamation. Turning around, he placed his glass on the nearby counter. I did the same. He took my cold hand in his and stared, pushing through the crowd, pulling me with him. "What are you doing? Where are we going?" I asked, once we were away from the people. He kept walking through the space, not letting go of my hand. I felt grateful when he paused, as if it was just for a moment. He turned to me. "I want to show you something." What the fuck is he gonna show her? I want to know! 1,000 reads, what a great mouse. So I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of my readers. You guys are active and engaging. It's so enjoying reading your comments. Thank you all for your love and sending you back more and more. To celebrate, I'll publish things part 23 and 24 back to back. So enjoy. That doesn't matter for us because we're gonna read it anyway. Last chapter.
Oh my god, it's 24. I'm 24.
Oh my god, we should make out.
That's crazy. We should.
Yeah, shit. Get me all excited.
I want to show you something. I said right before we started making out. Before I opened the door next to us, Jinx looked at me, concerned, confused. Then she let go of my hand and led the way up the stairs. Keep going, I called to her then when she slowed down. To the very end. You better have something important to show me. I don't want to miss that extravagant party. I grinned at her sarcasm. You won't. On our last step, she opened the door. A fresh breeze hit our faces as we stepped out. I gasped at the view. It felt unreal, looking exactly like it did that night. Even the moon had an identical crescent. You forced me all the way up here to show me the roof I grew up on? I ignored her. When I went forward and kneeled at the edge. Sliding my legs across, I sat down, my feet dangling. I rotated my head towards her. She was still standing there, with her arms crossed. I patted my hand gently on the brick ground beside me, signaling that she was welcome to sit next to me. She took the invitation. Beautiful here, isn't it? I asked. She nodded, her head tilted, watching the moon. Realizing that she wanted an explanation, I figured I had to speak on the topic eventually. This evening, this party, Jinx by my side, it all intensified the memories I had with Powder. All day, the recollections played in my head. They were loud and vivid. Naturally, I buried myself in my work to quiet them. Being here only worsened things, and I was constantly getting stung by the thought of Powder, and Jinx showing up in the same dress wasn't helping. I might have given up on Jinx subconsciously. Anytime she'd reject a mention of Powder, I wouldn't give in. Or I would give in. I thought I'd reacted that way to avoid an early fight, but now I'm realizing I've just given up. I've only wanted to see her. I only wanted for her to see herself clearly, for her to recognize that she will always have that part of Powder living in her, but she doesn't want to see that. It hurt me like nothing else has before, so be it. Staying close to my intentions, I decided to leave those thoughts to myself. There are reasons that would upset me and those I could share. Mika and Scar hovered in my mind as I spoke. We've been in this universe too long, I started. The longer we're here, the more uncertainty for when we return, especially with this strange travel in time that we know nothing about. I sighed. We're wasting time at this party. Jinx linked my arm, trying to comfort me. You miss Mika, she said, seeing right through me. I was surprised at how well she could read me. Was I that transparent? I know, I miss her too. You mean him? What? You said you miss her, you mean him? Oh no, I miss her, I miss Isha. I frowned, not understanding the relation between Mika and so-called Isha. Who's Isha? A girl, an orphan like us. I helped her once, and after that, she would follow me everywhere. I shifted my legs to face her, excited that she was opening up to me. She chuckled lightly before continuing, so I took her in. She lived with me for some time before. Her expression saddened. Before what? Before she sacrificed herself to save me. I imagined Mika doing the same momentarily, and an uncomfortable agony passed through me. That's awful. I'm so sorry, I said, not knowing what else would be appropriate to respond with. It is awful. I wasn't even worthy of saving. I'd already screwed up my life, and she had all of hers to live still, and she... Don't say that, I interrupted, not wanting her to experience another meltdown. I hope what I was about to say would relieve her pain. That just shows how much she loved you. She cared more about you than herself. She was a kid. She shouldn't think that way. Or she wouldn't think that way. You're telling me you wouldn't do the same for Vander at her age? She paused, thinking, understanding that I was right. She bent her fingers and wiped a tear that was about to roll down with her knuckles. You were very much worth saving, I added. She leaned her head on my shoulder as I wrapped my arm around her, pulling her closer to me. I felt the need to protect her, not physically, but emotionally. It was as if her heart was falling, and I jumped to stop it from colliding with the cold, hard ground. You deserve to have a life, a good life, and you can do whatever you want with it. The power has always been in your hands. You're unstoppable once you put your mind to something. Never forget that, Jinx. My words lingered in the air, taking up all the empty space between us. She was taking it all in, while I, surprised by my own courage of speaking the thoughts I had held hidden for months. Ekko, she said, pulling away from me. It hurt to let her go, even when she was right next to me. She lifted her gaze as I stared into gorgeous blue eyes. Can you call me Powder? I froze, not believing my ears. A paralysis spread through my body, through my veins, all my capillaries. The shiver was so intense, I felt lightheaded for a moment. Powder? I asked hesitantly, hoping she'd confirm that I was not suffering from hallucinations, hoping that she wouldn't scream at me for pronouncing the name that rolled off my lips. That's me. A soft smile appeared on her face. Everything around her became a blur. She glowed as her epiphany grew into something larger than just a realization. As her smile grew, I started to see more and more the person she was supposed to be, meant to be. And I watched her gradually leave Jinx behind, welcoming her true self. It was like watching a wound heal in seconds, a beautiful, magical sight. I felt her hand press against my neck, still unable to move my frozen muscles, unable to cut my gaze from the ocean of her irises. She pulled me in closer as she leaned forward. Her eyes moved to my lips before we both let the same moment melt to our senses. And finally, a kiss.
I'm gonna kill myself. This is awesome.
Sorry, that's fucking
Sorry.
I'm gonna die.
Good.
Okay.
One time Jinx isn't pissing me off.
What?
I'm not about you. Not about what you said. I was saying like, it's like good. It's finally happening. Jinx isn't pissing me off in like anything.
Wild.
I would never say that about you.
I just said I'm dying. You go good. I was like, oh!
I would never.
That's so funny.
You think so little of me?
No, I don't. But I just thought that's what you said.
No.
That's why I was surprised.
No, I loved you too much.
I love you too, Pookie.
Yeah.
We should make out sloppy style.
We gotta.
Millions of images flashed in my mind. Us playing together as kids, the blue glitter I got her once, the owner of the store we painted chasing us for our crimes, her laughing at a paintball that had splattered on my face, her braids dancing in the air as she fought, the chomper she released when I had her pinned down, watching her fight with robots from a distance. I gasped from the sight of her as she pulled off her mask, the twirl she did to show her new makeover, her shoving a water lily down my back before running off, the smile on her face when she handed me my hourglass charm. Every memory, the good and the bad, the perfect and the faulty, merged into one, allowing me to feel the impossible enchantment of this moment. Her lips moved tenderly along mine, getting vigorous with each pulse. Our passion glided back and forth from me to her, from her to me, connecting on the surfaces where we touched. We pulled away, needing a breath, but quickly realizing we both wanted more of the electrifying sensation. Our lips crushed against each other's. I brought my hand to the back of her head, pulling gently at the hair that got caught between my fingers. She moaned, which I took as an invite to kiss her harder.
Whoa!
Exactly. I was like, yo, he's got his fingers through her hair, and then she's like,
You what?
It's crazy. All these years, all these hardships led to this inevitable exchange of love, making it all worthwhile. The loud pounding of my heart confirmed this. Pulling away from her lips, I felt a trail of kisses. I left a trail of kisses down her neck. Reaching her collarbone, I tugged back her jacket to reveal her shoulder, also drowning it in kisses.
Yo, dude's horny. Sorry.
I left her hand on my chin, pulling it to meet her eyes with mine. My skin shook underneath her touch, sensitive from the desire boiling inside me. You've been waiting for this, haven't you? I quickly nodded, like a little boy, eager to know what comes next. Your patience freaks me out sometimes, she giggled before drawing my lips to hers again. For a girl like you, that's the least a man can do, I said impatiently, allowing the irony to mock me. She giggled through the fresh kiss I sent her way. Letting the moon witness our moment, we devoured one another. Deep kisses slowly turned into pecks as the fatigue of sleepless nights grabbed a hold of us. We should head back, Powder said. Can't give Milo and Clagger any ideas, she added. I laughed as we stood up. We found ourselves on the dance floor, swaying across the confetti floors together in destined movements, letting our dance soak in the ambience of violet lights above.
They won me over. I like this ship.
All it took was for them to kiss.
Yeah. That explains when I was looking at like how many chapters we had left. It said powder, and I was like, oh, are these like flashbacks? Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm gonna chuck myself off the roof. I go over to Discord, and the first thing I see is the fucking image I sent you. I thought you were gonna kick out of it.
It was so funny. Do my prayers mean nothing to him? How did you get this so fast? I literally, didn't even talk about it an hour ago.
Yeah. It just popped up on my thing, and I'm like, I know who would love to see this. I'm an ally. I have to.
Thank you.
Ally.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
No problem. I'm always in your corner.
Thank you. And I'm always in your corner.
Oh my god, shit.
This is the part where we make out?
Yeah, this is the part where we make out.
I'm sorry, that is my favorite thing to say now.
That's the part where we make out now. I mean, like, nothing really stopping us. I'm just saying.
I mean, other than the 45 minutes of distance.
Yeah, you're single, I'm engaged. What's really stopping us here?
I was gonna say I forgot, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Cameron can watch.
Yeah. I'll let him know that.
Okay.
Should we spin the wheel?
Huh?
Should we spin the wheel now?
Yes. Okay. We've shamelessly flirted for too long.
Yes.
I see your profile picture and it's like Vox with a rose in his mouth.
Yeah,
Just like
that's how I feel right now. Imagine that as me.
That is you. Oh my God.
The wheel
Wait,
now.
you kin Vox?
Is it bad that I kind of kin Terratero? Is it bad? The silence really fucking said something there.
I'm sorry, I immediately thought about that thing you don't want me to think about, and then I was like,
No, fucking say it. If it's
you know exactly what I'm thinking about.
type it right now.
No.
Oh, you got me fucking edging me. You know I'm stupid. I don't need context clues.
Let me do.
Is it the turkey thing? I swear.
No. Hold on.
No, if it's the fucking volcano. I swear, if it has something to do with his death. Oh my god! Stop bringing up about the dead mom! Shut up!
Okay. For listeners of the fucking Wattpad book club, the only thing I sent was the fucking dinner plate emoji with the fork and knife. That's all I said.
I knew your bitch ass was gonna bring up the cannibalism. I fucking knew it. Oh.
So your relationship with your parents?
It's great. I just talked to my mother today.
Love your mom.
Not thinking about eating
I
her.
hope she's doing good. I hope she's doing good.
She's doing good.
That's good.
Yes. I'm doing good too. I'm gonna see them Thursday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hot pot.
Oh, you guys are going out for hot pot?
Yes.
That's cute. Your parents had hot pot before?
No. When my parents asked where I would like to go, I said hot pot, and my dad made fun of me for like a good 10 minutes of being like, "Why the fuck would you want to go to that frou-frou ass place? Why do I gotta make my own fucking food?"
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yeah.
I was actually, never mind. I can't talk about it here because then it's recorded on the internet forever. You know the incident that traumatized me?
I know which one you're talking about. It has to do with the
Yeah,
specific brand.
I was discussing that. with my mother because she's like, "Oh, would you want that? Or do you think that would be a good one?" And I was like, "You know what? Let me tell you about my trauma."
It's a good brand. But like, I understand your pain, Jolene.
It terrified me. You didn't tell me till halfway.
It's fine. You never found out. You never will. That's something you confess on the deathbed.
So funny. Well, if of all things is not, "Hey, I love you." It's like, "Hey, we actually did this thing," and then it's like, "What?" Beep.
Same fucking wavelength. Anyway, let's pull up the wheel now.
Yes, the wheel. I forget.
How could you forget about the wheel? It's so important.
It's very important. It's very important. But we were yapping. I love yapping.
I love
If we get
yapping with
the same thing again, we gotta spin again. Boiji, let's go!
I'll take Baoiji. I'll take Baoiji any day. Kinda was hoping for some Teru action.
Teru in a hot minute.
I know! I want to read more! We
When
woke up
was
with a
the last
twink!
time?
Well, actually, let me check. Hold on. I have the booklet right next to me.
It's been quite some time.
I think the last one uploaded was like in June. Yeah, June.
Okay.
June 30th. But like, just remember, this is gonna come up in like
recording.
August 30th.
Oh lord.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long fucking time without Terry, man. What am I supposed to do? Like, give me all.
That's rough.
Get me all excited, and then nothing happens.
At least we got rid of that useless bastard.
I know. I'm so glad we broke up with that twink.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, I hate that fucking bitch. Yeah.
Truly.
Makes me happy. Now that he's gone. For now.
For now.
Yeah, for now. I wish that twink was gone forever, but unfortunately, he does return. He's like William Afton. He always comes back.
True.
Yeah. Every night at dinner, I'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll
Every
be there.
Christmas party. Now I'm drawing Tara on my fucking side now.
You're what around your You're finding what?
I'm drawing Taro on the side of my calendar now because I miss him.
You miss him? You long for him?
Yeah.
You yearn for him?
I yearn for him like children yearn for the mines.
Oh, that is so true.
That's the way I be yearning right now.
I don't yearn for the mines anymore. I'm far too old.
Dude, same.
I yearn for office job.
I'll try to get you one.
It's okay, Vicky. I'll live. How am I gonna get the job if I no drive? Drive costs money.
You're right. Expensive ass Ubers.
Ugh. At that point, let me just get an apartment across the street from the job, you know?
Exactly. It'd be like that one dude from Toy Story that's like complaining that he has to come into work on his day off, and it's like he literally lives right across the street from the fucking
from the work.
Yeah, from the work.
Mm-hmm.
Joline, sweet Joline, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Of course, I love being here.
I
look forward to it.
Yeah. I love having to, like, yap with you for, like, 30 minutes before we actually start recording.
Oopsie!
No, it's fun. It's fun. I like doing it.
It is fun.
Yeah. If you would like to read, watch any of the other Wattpad book reads in the past, there's a playlist on screen with ones with Joline and Lega and Weirdo and Honey and Sage. Also, last one on screen was me and Lego reading Emily X Loot Part 2. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. They were gay. They were really gay in that. Gay people?
Gay people?
Yeah.
The gayest of gays?
The gayest of people with some homophobia in there.
No.
Yes, a good book. Joe, any final words?
Um. Huh. Wah.
Mwah.
Wah.
Perfect. On that beautiful note by my lovely wife. My name is Phoenix. That was Jolene, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye,
Oh.
guys!